Did you know that ancient Egypt invented modern science? Well, not all of it, but some of it. Egyptologists recently discovered a Babylonian clay tablet dating back to 1800 BC that contains the world's first known use of the decimal system. The tablet in question is a fragment of a larger tablet that was originally used to teach math to students at a Babylonian school. It contains a list of numbers from 1 to 60 along with their corresponding symbols. This is significant because it predates the Egyptian and Greek civilizations by several centuries, and it shows that the concept of place value was well understood by Babylonian mathematicians. This discovery has had a huge impact on our understanding of the history of mathematics, and it helps to fill in a gap in the timeline of scientific development. Ancient Egypt had a profound impact on the course of human history. Their innovations in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, among other fields, laid the foundation for many of the scientific principles that we take for granted today. Let's start with mathematics. The Egyptians developed a sophisticated system of geometry to help them with tasks such as surveying land and constructing buildings. They also made significant advances in arithmetic and algebra, which they used to manage their vast wealth and trade networks. In fact, the Egyptians kept detailed records of their financial transactions and used accounting methods that are still in use today. Next, we have astronomy. The Egyptians were keen observers of the night sky, and they developed a calendar based on the cycles of the moon and the stars. They also made accurate predictions of solar and lunar eclipses, and they used this knowledge to develop a sophisticated system of timekeeping. In fact, the Egyptians built the first known astronomical observatory, and they left behind a wealth of astronomical texts that were studied by Greek and Roman astronomers. Finally, let's talk about medicine. The Egyptians were among the first to develop a systematic approach to medicine, and they made significant advances in surgery and the treatment of various diseases. They also developed the first known medical school, and they produced a number of medical texts that were used for centuries. In fact, the Egyptians were so advanced in their medical knowledge that they were even performing brain surgery as early as 2500 BC. These are just a few examples of the many ways in which ancient Egypt impacted the course of human history. Their innovations in science and mathematics laid the foundation for many of the scientific principles that we take for granted today, and their contributions to medicine and astronomy are still being studied by experts today. So the next time you look up at the stars or perform a simple calculation, take a moment to appreciate the ancient Egyptians who helped to make it possible. Thanks for watching. See you next time.